Hello everyone, welcome to F1 Views. This week we got a special episode. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at some of the legends of the past and we're going to analyze key points that determine whether these drivers are true greats. So obviously, I'm not a person to determine whether a person is great, but in my opinion, I think a driver that should go down as a great is someone that's accomplished something that you have to look at it and you say, wow. Without further ado, we're going to start off with none other than Senna. So we're going to look at something that he was really good at, which is qualifying. So Senna, I'm just going to look at a couple of stats and then I will then discuss to you why I think he achieved something that you have to look at it and say, wow, he must have been a great driver to actually do something like this. So bear with me. So he started F1 in 1984 and sadly finished in 1994. 11 seasons. So we're going to look at a couple of seasons where he wasn't driving the best car. So 85, 86, 92, 93. Even though he finished second in 1993, but that's a key season that we're going to look at. So Senna took pole 10 seasons straight. So from the year of 1985, when he was driving that Lotus, to the year when he finished with Williams in 1994, he took poles in all of them years leading up to 1994. So that means in 1985, 86, 87, 92, 93, he wasn't driving the outright best car. And what I mean by the outright best car, I mean as in, say if you were to rate a car from 1 to 10, driving a car that was like a 7 or a 7.5, but the other guy was driving the car that was like, say, out of 10, say a 9 or 9.5, like a really good F1 car. A lot of people say, you know, back in the day it was more of the driver, and I have to say more back in the day it was a lot to do with the driver, but obviously you have to have a really good machine to actually do these things, which is why I'm saying it takes special to actually do this in a year where you weren't driving the best car, which is his forte, which was taking pole position, right? So we're gonna look at 1992. 1992 is the year where the Williams was an absolute beast, right? Mansell was driving the Williams, and I think in that season, it was 16 races, and 15 of them races the Williams took pole position. There was only one driver on the grid that could take a pole position off the Williams, and guess who that was? You know, none other than Senna. That was 1992. By that token right there, it means when another team was dominating, which was that 1992 season when Nigel Mansell won his world championship, he somehow popped in there and actually took pole position off them. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but nowadays you don't see these things happening. So that's 1992. Now we're going to move on to 1993, right? So this year was the year when Prost was driving it. And as one of the all-time greats. Him and Senna had some really good deals back in the day. Really amazing. Like, it's good when you're an F1 fan and you go back and look at these videos and you just think, wow, like, these guys are crazy. But it's really good stuff, you know what I mean? It's stuff of legends. 1993. Another year, Williams, beasting again. I don't know what's happened to Williams, but it'd be good for them to join the party with Ferrari and Mercedes. So, if I was to rate Nigel Mansell and Prost, I mean, I've never watched them race, but from what I've seen, it seems as if, you know, Prost would probably have the edge. So, he's driving a fast car, plus he's a fast driver. He wasn't the best at qualifying because Ayrton had qualified the majority of the time when they were teammates. So we're talking about a guy that's an all-time great here. So he's driving an absolute weapon of a car in 1993, and Ayrton managed to do the same thing again. One pole position going to any other driver other than a Williams driver, and that was Ayrton Senna in 1993 again. What I'm trying to say here is it takes a special talent for someone driving the fastest car to take pole position from an opposition that's driving an absolute beast of a car. So if you drive in, say, third or fourth best car on the grid and you manage to put your car in pole position, that means you must be an absolutely fast driver fast at least at qualifying. I mean, what they say about Ayrton Senna, I guess it is actually true in terms of, being a legend, and he was just special. Obviously, I'm just scratching the surface here, to be honest, but I just thought I'd put this out there just to actually analyze just one point of this guy. Because I didn't watch him race. So it's truly amazing what he's done. Just click on the link below. My Instagram is down there, and my Twitter. You can follow me on both of them. I'll be keeping up to date with what's happening in F1, and I'll be trying to keep you guys entertained while the last F1 race is close to a finish. Just 1 week before the last race, and then we're going to be talking about winter testing. I'll be looking forward to the new season. But anyway, give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you on the next episode.